am not the one. And so he had to open his mouth and let them know, listen, I am not the one. They will go after the look even before they hear what's in your heart. Even before they hear the intelligence of your mind, they will go after your look. And that's why you got to let your voice be heard.
I'm not the one to be messing with. A new awakening has begun. And they scared of it. Let's get back to it. I'm a soul trapped in this flesh. For that, I guess I'm subordinate. But don't get it twisted. In the right conditions, I can turn Super Saiyan metamorphosis. Like when the caterpillar go inside the chrysalis. For me, it's meditation. Going from natural to supernatural, Yahshua's the greatest demonstration. So why would I be afraid of these entities when I know that they scared of me? They gotta do rituals to stay away, cause I'm the villain they be seeing when they fall asleep. I'm like Freddy with a machete. I'm very deadly when I'm in the spirit. They better get ready, cause me and my brothers and sisters, we coming at them with a vengeance. I'm not the one to be messing with. A new.
I'm gonna pause there real quick. I'm not using my microphone, the one that I normally go with. So I apologize if the audio isn't where it needs to be. You know, crystal clear. Well, what's good though? Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. How are y'all doing on this beautiful day? It's a beautiful day. Atara, what's good, sis? Peace, love, and light. Sherry, what's good? Peace, love, and light. Ariel, what's good, sis? Album is a banger. I appreciate it. All glory to Yah who I serve. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Humble Lawkeeper. You said you love that song. That's what's up. That's what's up. Sorry, you said the album is fire. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm already like working on the next one. Man, I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't go to bed till like 5 last night or this morning. And I got right back up around like 10. So tired, man. But I did want to jump on here today to talk to y'all about some things. First and foremost, how does the audio sound? Second, how is the connection? Like, am I coming through clear? Am I lagging? I mean, how is it on y'all end? Because on my end, it's showing me that I don't have no internet. So y'all let me know what y'all seeing on y'all end. Beloved Lioness, peace, love, and light. Both are good. Okay, cool. Well, listen, I hope that you all are enjoying the album. I hope that it's doing you some good. You know what I'm saying? I hope that the lyrics are resonating. You know, I just hope that it's helping you, you know, in some way, shape, form. And, you know, just giving all praises to the Most High for putting the spirit on me to get the album done and everything. So I'm glad y'all are listening to it, you know, enjoying it and all that good stuff. Listen, what I want to talk about in this live, and I don't want to hold y'all, you know, I know y'all got things going on in y'all own lives. So I just really want to make this quick. I want to talk about these protests, right? A little bit of everything that's going on. You got Iran dropping bombs or missiles, you know, you got all that stuff going on over there in Israel, Gaza, you know, it's so much, right? I know I'm not going to be able to cover everything, and I'm not even trying to, but I just want to say this. I want to show y'all something, because I said something in the live that I did a couple years ago about what we're seeing, right? Shalom, shalom. So look, check this out. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay. Let me see. Hopefully y'all can see this. But look at the date. Look at the date. 2023. Right? Now I'm going to play the video. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to play the video. 1 second. Let me mute my mic real quick.
We've been hearing about what's going on at the border. We know that they've been letting people from Venezuela, Syria, they've been letting a whole lot of people in. Now, this is what I want to say.
Can y'all hear that real quick? Can y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all can hear that. Okay, cool. All right, bet. So let me start it over.
We've been hearing about what's going on at the border. We know that they've been letting people from Venezuela, Syria, they've been letting a whole lot of people in. Now, this is what I want to say. A lot of the people that they letting in, because I had to ask myself the question, like, what's the purpose of them letting them people in? In all these big cities, there are sleeper agents everywhere. And they're just waiting to be activated. The government is paying them. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all this.
That, you know, he has a card from the government, from the UN, and it got topped up every month. And he was like, this month since he got to the United States that, you know, has no money on there. And he asked him, you know, how much money did you get put into the account every month? And he was like, 3,000 pesos. And he was like, let me see the card. So the guy flipped the card, you know, real quick, and me being who I am, I screenshotted it. And then I did some investigations. And as you see on the card, it says UMMCA and some other words, right? So, of course, I did my digging. And this is actually who these people are, like I said. Unspecified Minor Military Construction Army. We have an alien invasion, all right. We're being invaded right now. You would think that they would announce, hey, you know, hey, Americans. No, because this is an inside attack. That's why they're pouring in by the thousands. These people are getting paid to come here, you guys. He's got a card. He's working. These guys are not just refugees. These guys are not just people looking for asylum. These are workers. These are people that's here to destroy Americans. Wake up. Good morning.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
You will see soon. By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. You're gonna know who I am.
All right, now I want to comment on that, right? So, listen, we're not stupid. We are not stupid. All of what you all are seeing right now is by design. It's all orchestrated. All of it. The world is a stage. None of this is by coincidence. You dig what I'm saying? None of it. So the question I asked the other day, I'm just like, hold on. It started in LA. But you mean to tell me it's just finna go nationwide, just like that, right? Who are all these people that's gonna be doing these protests or involved in these protests, right? And granted, I'm not saying that there aren't real people, American people, in these protests or taking part in these protests. I'm not saying that. Because there are real people out there, right? And they're probably protesting inflation, them losing their jobs. You feel me? Like, it's so many different things that people are fed up with. I get it. But when we talking about like all of the riots and the chaos and things like that, that could potentially pop off, that's the reason why I'm showing you what I'm showing you, right? Because we got to think back, like, okay, boom, all of the Chinese men of fighting age, they were letting over here. All of the Haitians that they were letting over here. All of the people or the men from what is it, Senegalese, something like that. They were letting over here, right? Men from just different areas. Women too. And they were paying them. They were setting them up all throughout the country, right? They were setting them up all throughout the country. They were putting them in hotels. They were putting them in apartment complexes. You heard stories of like Venezuelan gangs, taking over apartment complexes and stuff like that. It's like we were hearing about that, but then it went away. We didn't hear about it no more. All right. So the question I asked is, okay, where all these millions? It was millions of people, millions and millions of them that came over here. And the question is like, okay, what was the purpose? So I'm keep showing you some more of the video that I put together. But oh yeah, you said they're hiring these crowds on Craigslist. Yeah, I saw that ad. Right? I saw that ad. How they were gonna pay them. I forget what the amount was. It was like what, 1,500 to 3,000 or something like that. Yeah, I saw that. So again, when we start hearing about like the chaos and all that, like the riots, know that the people that's in these riots are those they let over here. I'm telling you. And the people that they let over here, they gave them instructions. They told y'all like, hey, lay low. We're gonna take care of you, right? We're gonna take care of you. We need you to lay low. We're gonna let you know when we need you. And that's what's going on right now. Perfect opportunity. Perfect. Right? Because them doing that is going to create so much like distraction from what's really going on. Because I don't know if a lot of you all know this, but come September, hey, expect that dollar to go poof. I'm telling you, everything's already in motion. On top of the food, there's a lot going on with the food right now. You did. So they setting all this up. People don't even realize it. People are not even paying attention. But like I say, these protests and whatever comes out of these protests, it's going to be more fuel, right? More fuel for the fire. But let me finish playing this video. Because in this video, I was just pretty much pointing out like the sleeper cells. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it back up.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
What kind of work do you want to do?
Me? I was a soldier in Senegal. I do two years in the army, you know. After my 2 years, I was a security private, you know.
Security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Security private.
So you're gonna look for a security job?
Oh yeah.
Hey man, well best of luck, man. I appreciate you guys. Hope everything goes well.
Okay.
See you guys later. See you, man.
Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye, guys.
After stopping to speak for a bit, the group of Senegalese men headed westbound toward the Border Patrol facility.
ICE riots continue to cause chaos throughout the city of LA, and more protests are popping up, but I found some very interesting things, so buckle up. Now, my whole suspicions that this whole thing was funded and set up from the beginning was right, because this has been floating around. This is a Craigslist post that says they're looking for the toughest badasses in Los Angeles, in which it says seeking extremely tough and brave men for a new crew I'm building. It also goes on to say you need to be physically fit, fast, ready for confrontation, and pays $6,500 to over $12,000 per week. This is posted right before everything popped off, and it even says former law enforcement is okay to join, but no Marines. Now, why would they do that? That's because 700 Marines have just been deployed to LA, almost like they knew, right? But that's not all. A brand new investigation just cracked open with this Chinese communist-linked billionaire, Neville Singham, who actually funds the Party of Socialism and Liberation that forced the hand of the Pentagon to release the Marines. Isn't it funny that his logo shows up at this anti-ICE protest that just passed on June 7th in San Antonio? Interesting. Not to mention, he lives in Shanghai, China, and I'm assuming he's made all his money George Soros style, but this is where it gets spooky. Can anybody tell me why not one, not two, but 3 Chinese nationals was just arrested smuggling in bioweapons into the US? Now, this is linked to a lab from the University of Michigan, and it said that this fungus can destroy crops and cause food poisoning. Wait, hold up. You mean to tell me that China owns almost 400,000 acres in the US around military bases and farmland, and now we have this? I think it's time we look up the ladder to see who's really pulling the strings here. Now, here's another thing I found odd. There's this website called nokings.org, which is anti-ICE, anti-Trump, but they just established themselves. But why is this site registered back in 2018? And I did some more digging. It was actually established in Arizona, but it had no prior links to this being a blog/video game site. So there's that. Then we have Gruesome Newsom filing a lawsuit against the Trump administration to end illegal takeover for the National Guard, which has escalated chaos and violence into LA. Everybody say it with me now. Set up for a civil war. This is what they want. I'm not buying it. You shouldn't either. They want a race war. They want a civil war. Any kind of war to divide and conquer, because they know that there's more of us than there are of them. Make sure.
All right, so let me explain what I believe is happening and why they want you in a civil war. So in the next couple weeks, these are being planned right now, very well funded, very well organized. At a city near you, we're going to have a riots, not just protests, full-on riots. And if you watch this video, what's happening? Why aren't the police doing anything? Why aren't they stopping and arresting these people? Well, most of these agencies where these riots are happening are liberal-led agencies. They are, in my belief, telling them to stand down. Why? Why are they dropping off bricks? Everywhere across America, they're dropping off these pallets of bricks. Why? Because they want to get violent and the police won't do anything. So then what? Patriots like you and I, it'll make us want to go in and fight. Don't do it. It is a trap. They're trying to suck us in so that all the patriots are going to go, and then we're going marching right into their trap for the civil war that they want. So what's the answer as hell breaks loose and violence ensues throughout these cities? Are we going to go save their cities? They're already gone. So get a food storage, get right with God, get out of major cities when it starts getting bad. Do not fight with these people. That's exactly what they want. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. I promise you.
They create chaos and they create control. Over the world headquarters in Switzerland of the World Masonic Headquarters for World Freemasonry, over the door is Ordo ab Chaos, which is Latin for order out of chaos. And all Freemasons know that term, Ordo ab Chaos. Order out of chaos. The concept is to create chaos, to create the problems. Then while the people are frightened to death of all the crime and everything that seems to be out of control, a riotous situation, the government then moves in with justification. In order to put down this terrible chaos, they must have full power of the military, full obedience of the people to give the government full power to do whatever they want. That's why we have it all over the world, wars, riots, bloodshed, famines, all kinds of things happening around the world. It's being manipulated. It's being orchestrated, not just for Los Angeles. Conflict control. Conflict control. There's been more wars since the creation of the United Nations. People need to wake up.
ICE riots.
So yeah, I wanted to show y'all that because that's just what it is. That's what it is. I want y'all to think about this too. We know it's problem, reaction, solution, the Hegelian dialect. I want you all to think back. I want to say 10 years ago. What's 10 years ago? 2015? Yeah, somewhere around that time, right? 2013, 14, 15. We were hearing about Jade Helm. Remember that? JADEHELM. Jade Helm 15. Where they were doing these, what you call them? I want to say operations. That's another word I'm looking for. They were doing drills and just all kind of training, right? Jade Helm. And then around that time too, I don't know if y'all remember, but they were doing like military drills where like they would go out through urban neighborhoods 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock a.m., right? Where they would be getting people out their houses and stuff like that, putting them in vans and stuff. Yeah, all that. Not just that though. If we go all the way back to 2013, all the way up to now, we've been seeing trains carrying what? Military equipment, military vehicles, like all kind of military stuff. And we asked the question like, dang, where they transporting all this stuff to? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose? Are they preparing for war on U.S. soil? What's the purpose? Right? But I honestly feel like a lot of this stuff is starting to unfold now. You feel me? If you watch any of the movies that came out in the last 10, 15 years, everything that we're seeing, they showed in those movies, right? Predictive programming, man, just preparing us and just trying to tell us, what they were working towards, all the agendas and everything. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. But again, that's why I made the song on my album, No Fear, right? Because even though we know a lot of this stuff is happening in real time, I would still encourage everybody out there to continue living your life, but have it in the back of your mind what time it is. What time it is. When I tell you situational awareness is major, is key in this day and age. I'm telling you, wherever you go, you got to keep your eyes open, right? Just be aware of your surroundings. You never know who you're going to be around. You never know when things might pop off. They could pop off at any moment. And you just got to be ready. You feel me? When I go to the grocery store, when I go to restaurants, wherever, soon as I step foot in there, I'm looking at the people, right? I'm looking at, okay, there's an exit right there. There's an exit right there. There's an exit. I'm looking at people. I'm studying people's body languages. And I know that it may seem extreme. I don't care. I don't care. That's just the type of person I am. I pay attention to my surroundings. Right? But yeah, man, listen, just like Buddy said, he was talking about the Patriots. You know, they want to lure the Patriots in to get them involved, right? I'm gonna tell y'all, my brothers and sisters, those of you who look like me, who share the same complexion as I do, stay out the way, man. Stay out the way. I got people that follow me on Instagram right now who done hit me up talking about, yeah, I saw your video of you telling people to stay out the way. See, you the problem. You the problem. People need to be out fighting against this, you know. And what she said, we call them freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. Listen, bro, I don't care what you talking about. I don't care what you talking about, because y'all being bamboozled. Y'all being fooled, bro. Like, y'all, at the end of it, like, listen, at the end of the day, y'all going out there participating in that, it's gonna be to your detriment. Like, a lot of y'all, like, they don't even understand. they don't understand the scope of what's going on. Like, they just surface level. You know what I'm saying? They carnal minded. They don't know. And it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna let them have it. If y'all want to go out there, go out there. I'm not stopping you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to convince you to not go out there. You feel me? If that's what you feel on your heart to do, then go out there and do it. Be a part of that. But also understand, hey, just be ready for what comes with it. I just feel like, listen, melanated folk, we've been dealing with all this stuff, bro. Like, now it's starting to affect everybody else. And now they want to, you know, excuse my language, but they want to bitch and moan about it. They won't throw a fit. And they got every right to, but hey, listen, we've been trying to tell y'all. We've been trying to tell y'all that it's junk been screwed up, man. It's fraud. You feel me? We've been trying to tell y'all. But again, for my people, y'all stay out the way, bro. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. Stay at home. You feel me? Continue working on yourself. Continue building. Continue striving. Right? That's what I want you to do. If I had to give any advice to you, keep doing that. I want y'all to stay encouraged. I want y'all to continue, you know, learning how to grow your own food, continuing to learn how to build and you know, use your hands, and you know what I'm saying, just develop different skill sets. That's what I want you to do, because you're gonna need those somewhere down the line. I promise you, you will. They've been doing a lot of recalls. I don't know if y'all know this, but they've been doing a lot of recalls on cucumbers. They've been doing, we already know about the egg situation, right? They've been doing recalls on a lot of different things. I posted this on my Instagram. Y'all go follow my Instagram so y'all can check, you know, see more content, because I won't put everything on YouTube that I do on Instagram. But I put on my story the other day, right? I picked probably about 8-9 cucumbers out my garden. And I got way more growing out there right now. Fresh out the garden. Been eating on salads every day. Using the leaves, because I'm growing Swiss chard right now. I got arugula out there. I got a few things out there that I'm growing, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's just, listen, Grow your own food. Grow your own food. You ain't got to worry about recalls or anything like that. You know exactly where your food is coming from. So again, I urge all of y'all, stay out the way. Keep focusing on, you know, strengthening your relationship with the Most High, strengthening your spirit, right? Just getting yourself right mentally, physically, and spiritually. Don't get caught up in all these distractions and what's going on the outside. And I'm not telling you to ignore it. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. Stay up, you know, on everything that's going on. But at the same time, you got to focus on what's more important. You got to be focusing on putting yourself and your family in a position, right? A better position. Because I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of people are going to be blindsided. When all this stuff start like popping off, a lot of people are going to be blindsided, caught off guard, not prepared in any way, shape, form, right? And so I'm gonna read some of y'all comments in the chat. Lamarie, what's good, bro? Peace. Kia, shalom, sis. By hearing and hearing by. Hey, sis, shalom, peace. I be looking like a whole man out here keeping my head on a swivel with my sons. And I'm staying away from all crowds and events. I'm chilling on plane travel and ships too. They said that white privilege being taken away, and they now get to see how they treated us, and they mad as hell about it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh, how we do that? Show this, show that. I also want to speak on this too. Real quick. While I'm talking about, you know, y'all not getting involved with that and focusing on what you got going on at home. Listen, man, I don't know what it is. It might be something in the water. It might be something in the air. But a lot of marriages, I've noticed, a lot of marriages are being destroyed. Or let me just say, a lot of marriages are being attacked right now. These dark forces, man, listen, I don't know if y'all are seeing this where y'all are. I know people personally who are going through it. I'm talking their marriages. Like, so if y'all can, man, say a prayer. Just say a prayer for all the couples out there who are in a marriage and, you know, they having hard times. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people getting separated, divorces left and right, you know, and all I could think about is the children. I think about the children, bro. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I'm an empath, so I just feel, and I ain't gonna lie, the last couple of days, I just been feeling uneasy. Just thinking about my friends who I looked up to, family members who I looked up to, married couples are now deciding that they want to walk away from each other. And I'm married. I've been married for 9 years, bro. And listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say that my marriage has been perfect. Every marriage, you gonna go through them ups and some them downs. It's gonna be ugly. You're gonna have some pretty times, right? That's just what it is. But y'all gotta fight, man. Y'all gotta. It's like nobody want to fight for each other no more. Nobody is fighting to stay together. I'm 35 years young, and I get it. You feel me? Like there have been times where and if I'm being honest, there have been times where like I'm just like, bro, I'm over this. But see, I'm mature. Like, and I feel like I have really good emotional intelligence, right? But I know how to sit with myself and kind of analyze and just look at everything, right? Look at the pros and cons of every situation, and I don't know, man. I choose to stick it out. And I ask questions. I'm like, why do my wife feel like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we bump heads in this area or whatever? Like, and I do whatever it takes to try to make it right. Because you got to understand, and I can only speak for my situation. See, my wife upbringing was crazy, right? I didn't go through the same thing she went through as a child. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I never had like no trauma or anything like that. I didn't see my mama like get into like fights and arguments, and I seen my mama get into an argument one time. I'm not even lying. I seen my mama growing up, I seen my mama get into it with my stepdaddy. That was the only time I saw my mama like just really, I'm talking about real deal, act the fool. One time. But my daddy, like my real daddy, I saw my daddy beat on my my brother's mama. You feel me? Like my stepmama. I used to sit on the stairs watching my daddy, like, you know what I'm saying? Straight up just abuse her and just like disrespect her in so many different ways, talking to her crazy, all that. I saw a lot of that from my dad, right? He never do that with my mama. Because my mama, she wasn't the type. She wasn't that type. You feel me? She wasn't going for that. She would have shot my daddy and probably killed my daddy. That's the type of person my mama is. But see, being with my mama, she went on that. You feel me? Like if they argued away from us, like behind closed doors. So again, my situation was different. See, my wife, on the other hand, she grew up seeing her mom and daddy fight. You know what I'm saying? All the time, right? So when it came to, conflict resolution or having that, my wife didn't have that. My wife didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying, communicate in heated situations. She didn't know how to control her emotions in heated situations because of what she saw growing up. And she thought that fighting and, you know what I'm saying, the thought that was the way. No. So when we got together, that was one of the things that we had to, as a team, we had to work on. We had to work on that. You feel me? We bumped heads a lot. My wife is very fragile, gets triggered by a lot of different things, right? So as a man, as a husband, it took me to learn all of that, right? To learn all that so that I could be, you know, just I had to develop a lot of patience. I'm gonna just say that I developed a lot of patience. I don't call my wife outside of her name, right? I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. I'm not combative. I'm not controlling. I don't none of that. None of that. I let my wife speak freely, you know what I'm saying, express herself however she wants to express herself. But at the same time, as a man, though, you know, I set boundaries. She set boundaries. You feel me? My wife had a lot of growing to do. I had a lot of growing to do. But I just feel like the space that we in right now is a really good space. As I'm saying, as a married couple, we are in a really good space. A really good space. And see, that's why I didn't give up on my wife, because I saw potential. I was like, okay, she got a lot of room to grow. You know what I'm saying? I just need to give her time. Just need to give her time to grow and give her the space to grow. So again, I just want you all to do me a favor and pray. Just pray for the married couples out there, man. Real talk. I say that because marriage in this day and age is frowned upon. It's not promoted like that. We know that there's an agenda. There has always been an agenda to tear the families apart, to put the man against the woman, right? Just look out into society. That's all you see. Women fighting against the men. And me personally, as a man, as a brother, as a husband, as a father who is present, who is here, who is, you know what I'm saying, doing this damn thing, listen, I'm gonna tell all my brothers something, man. Y'all need to step up. Y'all need to step up. Y'all need to hold yourselves accountable. Y'all need to be able to receive accountability. You know what I'm saying? Take accountability. Y'all need to start moving different, man. Stop disrespecting the sisters, the queens. Y'all got a lot of reprogramming to do. You know what I'm saying? Likewise, you sisters. I don't know what it is with y'all, but it seems like y'all are allergic to accountability. Y'all are the backbones. The backbones. Y'all are the, man, listen. I put y'all up here, bro. Like y'all, if y'all only knew, bro. Like y'all are the portals. Y'all are so powerful. So powerful. But y'all gotta step up too. Y'all gotta meet us halfway. It's gonna take teamwork. We gotta help each other. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta give each other grace. We have to be there for one another. Real talk. I feel like y'all brothers, man, like y'all, instead of y'all wanting to get married, y'all want to have babies. Y'all think y'all so backwards, bro. Y'all would rather go and have a baby before getting married. Hold on. You said the audio's messing up? It's freezing. It's audio breaks. Hold on one second. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. It say my internet is good. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm even seeing it on my phone. I'm even seeing it on my phone. How can I fix this? I apologize, y'all. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Like everything on my end looks straight. Like the connection. Oh, it's back good? Okay, cool. But yeah. I feel like this too, yeah. By hearing by, you said I don't get involved in other people's relationships anymore. Circumstances only reveal what was already there. Maybe it's my algorithm, laugh out loud, but I see more positive marriages than negative. And I'm not even gonna lie, I see positive marriages a lot on social media. I do. I'm just saying, like, you know, in real life, the people that I know, the people that I've known for years now who have been married, it just seems like their marriages are falling apart. And when you hear, okay, I'm not judging them, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know the full scope of the situation. But from what I'm hearing from these couples, it can be worked out. It's just that we have grown adults who don't want to take accountability. We have grown adults who don't want to be mature. We have grown adults where their pride is just getting in the way, right? Preventing them from trying to work it out. So that's why I explained what I explained earlier about my own situation. You feel me? I'm younger than two of the couples that I know. I'm way younger, like 20 years younger. But I'm older than the other couple that I'm talking about. Nobody, and it's crazy because it's like these individuals are going out of their way to go and talk to therapists and talk to all these other people, but I'm just like, bro, hey, yes, I know that we're younger, or we've been married for 9 years, but why is it that my marriage is successful? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's me. I mean, come on. I mean, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just one of them brothers, man. Like, I'm very I'm very caring, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very patient. I'm very just I get it. I get it. I'm just one of them ones that get it. So the same way I be on here talking to y'all, the same way in my music, how I be preaching and I be like speaking life and I do that in real life. Real talk. Mainly with my wife. I be speaking so much life into my wife and everything. Like, P Gang, she did a video. Like, it wasn't even planned. It wasn't planned. Earlier that day, I'm gonna keep it 100. Earlier that day, you can go on my Instagram, you can watch the video. It's on there, right? My wife had been going through it. I mean, she was tapped out, right? Stressing out and everything. So later that night, I was in the studio, right? I want to say it was like 4 o'clock in the morning because I was in here doing some work. When I was tired, I went upstairs. I saw my wife. She had the TV on. She was sitting in front of the TV with her phone. I didn't know what she was doing. I walked in. You see that in the video. I walked over there to her. I ain't even say nothing. I just walked over there to her, gave her a hug. I started holding her. I felt the energy. I didn't want her to go to bed with that energy. You feel what I'm saying? So what I do? I went over there. I gave her some comfort. I whispered in her ear and I said, listen, everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be okay. This is just temporary. This is gonna pass. We got each other. I got you. You understand what I'm saying? We don't see that enough. Love is not, listen, every other culture embraces love. We don't do that shit. I'm just being honest. So I'm saying, with me knowing this, I'm like, okay, it's the little things, bro. It's the little things. Let me go over here, give her some love. And after I did that, every energy shifted. I'm talking just completely like, just like that. Just like that. Real talk. But I think people need to see that, though. People need to see that, because a lot of sisters in our nation, in our communities, they don't get that. They never saw that. They had to be hard. They had to be tough. You dig what I'm saying? So I just feel like, as men who get it, men who understand, come on, brother. Come on. And likewise, women, you know what our struggles are. You know. You feel me? All I'm saying is just operate in love, bro. Like, that's what we need, bro. We need to embrace love. Real talk. Genuine love. We need to. So many of our sisters have gotten raped, have gotten molested. who grew up without their fathers in their life. And they went through their I ain't gonna say their whole life, but they went through their adolescent years, you know what I'm saying? Like in promiscuity, all that. Looking for love in the wrong places. Trying to fill a void. So it's like whenever a sister is comfortable enough to share that with me, I start moving different. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna hold her accountable, but at the same time, I'm gonna be gentle with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna like I don't know, brother. I don't know. All I'm saying is this, y'all. The things that you could be doing while you're not being distracted and caught up into the BS that's going on outside of your house. There's a lot that you all could be working on. If you are single, you can be working on yourself. This is the perfect time for you to be working on yourself, loving on yourself, right? Giving yourself the room, the room to grow, the space to grow and to mature, to elevate, to learn. If you want to see change in the world, you have to be that change. Every situation that you find yourself in, right? I posted this on my Instagram. Every situation that you find yourself in, the common denominator is you. If you want to see change, you have to be that change. Me understanding that. So all these years I've been putting in the work, on myself. Ain't no excuse. There's no excuse. Once you know better, you should be doing better. So, you know, I'm just speaking from the heart, and I'm speaking from a place of love. When I say y'all got to just keep working on yourselves, keep working on your marriages. Some of us, you know, aren't here, wasn't sent here to get married. Some of us were sent here to be single and stay single and to help, you know what I'm saying, help people and to go out and do things, go out and, you know, be a blessing to others, you know. You said ripped 3700. What advice would you give to a 22-year-old male? I want to be an indie artist, but past mistakes in my youth have led me to be depressed and scared. Okay. You want to be an indie artist, but past mistakes in your youth have led you to be scared and depressed. Huh? What's stopping you from pursuing that? Like making music. I'm assuming you're talking about music. So, I mean, what's stopping you? What has you so scared and depressed. And if you're comfortable sharing it on here, I mean, hey, go ahead. If you're not comfortable, I get it. But what could it possibly be? You know what I'm saying? That's stopping you from making art, creating art. You know what? It's so crazy because now that I'm thinking about it, you should use what you've been through. The mistakes that you've been through in the mistakes that you've made in the past, right? You should draw inspiration from that or get inspiration from that to create your art, right? Share your testimony with people. Change that. You know what I'm saying? You said it led you to be depressed and scared. That can be transmuted. All of that could be transmuted. Put it into the music. You got bullied a lot in your life. No dad and childhood trauma. I don't want to get into online laugh aloud, but I'm hearing you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take all of that, pour it into art. What you went through, was it ugly? Yes, I'm sure it was. But I'm telling you, bro, if you put that into your art, it'll be such a blessing to others. You know what I'm saying? Who may hear it, because you got to think. Listen, what you went through, I'm sure there's millions who have gone through the same thing or probably going through it right now. But by you sharing your testimony, you feel me? You can, man, I'm telling you, through the spirit of the Most High, you can save a life, bro. Like you can, you know what I'm saying? Just make the music relatable. They're going to feel like, dang, I'm going through this. Like, dang, it feels good to know that I'm not alone. It feels good to know that somebody else went through this. And now I see where they are right now. They seem to be in a better place. You know what I'm saying? Better space mentally and everything. So yeah, you listen to it and feel free to reach out. So that's I'm telling you, like, straight up, you sharing this with me right now. Hit me up. Send me an email. Let's talk. I can give you some advice. I can give you some pointers. I can give you, you know what I'm saying, whatever steps you need to take in order for you to get in a better place mentally. Hit me up, man. I got you. And for those that's on here watching this right now, pray for that brother. Pray for that brother. That's what we here for, bro. You don't got to go through this by yourself. You don't. I know it may feel like that, but you really don't. You can always reach out. I don't know if you had anybody to talk to before, but hit me up, bro. Inyarika144@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram and we'll chop it up. So, you know, it's crazy because like everybody's outside right now. Literally, like I'm in the garage. This is like the studio. Right on the other side of the wall, they got the speakers out there. They got they barbecuing and everything like that. And my wife she came and asked me earlier. She was like, "What you want? What you want for Father's Day?" I was like, "I got what I want." You feel me? Like I don't care about materialistic things. I don't care about none of that. You feel me? I got what I want. I got you. I got my boys. I got life. I don't want anything. I could be out there right now with them, you know, chopping it up or whatever, you know. But I'm in here, man. I'm working. Like, I'm finna start editing a video that I was working on yesterday. So I want y'all to see that because I'm talking about two different products, right? So with us living off grid or out in the wilderness, you know, we dealt with a lot of insects, you know what I'm saying? Spiders, scorpions, ants, you know, all that, right? And so, yeah, in that video, I'm bringing forth some solutions on how to control all that. So I think that video will be out later today. It's already night, so probably late tonight, around about 12 maybe. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. But I feel good about everything though, man. I've been talking to some people. I've been trying to you know, establish some relationships that will basically give me the opportunity to just move around and go around and help people and just, you know, be a part of some workshops and stuff like that, man. I'm really trying to be a part of this one project. So I don't know if you all know this sister, but her name is Mumu Fresh. She's a rapper, singer, whatever, but she's an independent artist, underground artist. But she's pretty well known though. But her name is Mumu Fresh, and her family has like ancestral land in Virginia. Is it Virginia or North Carolina? I think it's Virginia. But anyway, I've been writing her. You know what I'm saying? We've been writing each other on Instagram, and I told her that I would love to be a part of what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she has a workshop or anything like that, I can come and I can, you know, share my skills with the people and stuff, you know, all the stuff that I was able to do over the years. I can share that with people, you know, when it comes to growing food, planting fruit trees, building, yeah, just being a handyman, you know what I'm saying? All that type stuff. So hopefully, most high willing, man, that'll come into fruition for real. And then too, this music, you know, I just pray that this music just the right person. I pray that it cross paths with the right person, and when they hear it, you know, it can just put me in a position to ultimately like help people. That's all I really want to do. I be seeing them videos on social media of like people who got a lot of money. They'll go around to like just random people in a grocery store or whatever, and you know, they help them out. And I can understand, like, I'm not saying that all of it is authentic or genuine, but some of it is though. You know what I'm saying? Because I be looking up a lot of these people, and I be like really seeing like what type of spirit they on. You know what I'm saying? What type of energy they working with. For the most part, man, they really do be out there like helping people. Like, yes, it's content. That's just where we at. it's like everybody doing something for the camera. You feel me? But regardless, I mean, just to see how people's faces light up, you know, when they get helped out and everything, man, it's beautiful. And I told my wife, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to go around and just out of love, man, just help people, you know, just do something really, really nice for somebody, you know, whether that's like buying their groceries for them, you know what I'm saying, or creating opportunities for them to you know, to elevate all that. Oh, I do want to say this too. While I'm live, listen, I want to say this. I almost forgot. So I want to send a thank you. I want to thank you. And I know these people may not see this live, but all the people that, you know, helped me out with my little situation. I want to thank y'all, man. So I'm gonna just go down this, and it's a short list, but I just want to shout these people out, and I say that I appreciate y'all, appreciate love y'all, and I thank the Most High for y'all, man. Because y'all didn't have to help me out, but y'all did. So I just want to acknowledge that. So Shafton McGee, I appreciate you. I don't know if that's a brother or a sister, but I appreciate you. Atara, my sister, I love you. I appreciate you always. Michael Page, Antoine Meeks, James Bell, I appreciate you so much. Latoya Bird, I appreciate you, sis. My brother, Jonathan, hold on a second. Yeah, my brother Jonathan and his family, I appreciate y'all so much. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. It really means a lot, man. It really do. It really do. It really do. And I promise you, once I get into a position to where I can really do some big things, some major things, like even I be joking with my sis all the time, Atara. I be saying like, hey, when I blow up, if I blow up, and it's not like my intention to blow up. Like I'm not trying to be famous, but I'm just saying like if I get like a real big following and then like I can start traveling and doing shows and stuff like that, you know, on that level, then I said, hey, you blowing up too. Just know, it ain't just about me. You feel me? If I blow up, we all blowing up. We all blowing up. Shoot. Like I'm telling you, like if I real deal like had a lot of money coming in and I start doing tours and all that type stuff, I'm gonna be reaching out. I'm gonna be reaching out to y'all. Hey, you wanna take care of this? You know what I'm saying? You wanna make some money? You wanna do this, do that? And it ain't even just that though. It ain't even just with that, with music, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all. I probably said this before. These other nations, they work together. They work together. They do everything together. They go into business together. And in that business, they got all their family members as employees and everything. I remember when me and my wife purchased our first home, right? I think I told y'all this, but the lady that was helping us, the realtor, some people say realtor, realtor. So it was a lady, right? We was talking to her over the phone. We was like, yeah, we looking for a house and da-da-da-da. Like, this is what we looking for, da-da-da. And then, so when it came time for us to like view the houses, she was like, okay, what time do y'all want to tour? And so we gave her time. And so we went to the first house. It's a dude. Like, sir, who are you? He was like, oh, y'all was talking to my mom. That was my mom on the phone. I was like, okay. Okay. So your mom, what you doing the same thing your mom doing? He's like, yeah, you know, I'm becoming a realtor. I was like, okay. So anyway, so we did all the viewings or the tours with him. But at the same time, we were talking to her over the phone. That's one thing. The other thing is like once we pick the house, you have to it's been so long, but I think okay, so it was the broker, right? Come to find out, the broker or the one who was talking about the interest rate and, you know, just punching out the numbers and stuff, that was her husband. So they was doing everything, just the family. The wife was a realtor, the son was a realtor in training, the husband was a broker, and then on top of that, once we got finished, once we like, all right, we want this house right here, that's it. Once we went to closing, the lady, Atara, what you call it? What it is? Put it in the chat real quick. What you be doing? Well, you have to like be present, sign and do the signings. What you call that? Notary. So yeah, the lady who was in the room with us doing the notary, she was the lady's sister. I was like, what the? I'm like, bro, whole family making bank, making money, and they just splitting it up. I'm like, why can't we do this? Why can't we do this? It's just crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me to and for me to see that, and that's just that situation. When I was on the road driving recently, last year, I would say this was probably in December. No, not December, November, right? So the company I was with, they had me to go to Ohio. So this was my first time going through this part of Ohio. No, I'm lying. It was Michigan. I'm sorry. So this was my first time going through this part of Michigan. And where I went to, bro, it was a farm. It was a big, huge farm where they only grew Christmas trees, like pine trees. And when I got there, you know, my instructions were to go there, you know, get in the paperwork, and I was supposed to get my truck loaded. And so I'm there. I walk in the building, and I see three women at the counter, because, you know, we had to go up there and we had to give them my information, the truck number, all that type stuff. And just overhearing them talk, come to find out they're all sisters. It was three sisters at the counter working. Behind them, it was a guy. Come to find out that guy is a husband to one of those sisters. Ouch. A husband to one of those sisters. His brother was in the, you know, was the one on the outside driving the forklift. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look at this. And then I'm just like, they running a whole family business, bro. And then they like, their actual house was like, I want to say probably about 100 or 200 feet away from the actual site, right? And I'm just like, bro. And now they had a big, beautiful house. So after I got, you know, all the instructions, I got in my truck, I drove around, right? Because they gave you directions. They were like, all right, for those type of trees, you got to go back in the back and back your trailer up. They got nothing but Mexicans or Latinos working and doing all the work out there, you know, strapping the trees up, loading the trees onto the trucks. I'm like, look at here. I'm like, bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. But I know that it's all by design. I know that. You feel me? I know. One thing I want our people to stop doing is playing the victim. Using what we've been through as an excuse to not move forward and to not elevate and to not, you know, work together and do things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop doing that. At some point, once you become conscious or aware of the situation, it'd be foolish, you know what I'm saying, for to continue that, you know what I'm saying, to repeat that. No, we got to do something different. We got to, you know what I'm saying, because we know we have the potential. We know we got everything it takes to do whatever we want to do. It's the mindset. The mindset has to shift. You understand what I'm saying? And I be thinking about my own situation. I be thinking about, like, with me living out there on the land, if one mind was able to do all of that, and I'm not saying I did it by myself. Of course, my homeboy helped out with a lot, right? But I'm just saying, if one or two minds were able to accomplish that, just imagine what 5 minds, 10 minds, 15 minds, like minds could do. Come on, bro. Come on, man. It's just like that video that had went viral. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was I think the dude, he was gay, but and he was like a crackhead or something, I don't know. But in the video, he was like, you gotta start thinking small. You gotta think big, B. You gotta think big. So I'm just saying, bro, we gotta think big. Like we gotta expand our consciousness and, like, you know, stop operating in this state of fear. You know what I'm saying? Stop operating with fear and just lean on the Most High 100%. You know, stop holding back and just go for it, man. You said my husband and his son own a company and I notarize all their contracts. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, great example. Because y'all doing it. Y'all doing it. And it's beautiful to see. I told you, shoot, if I lived in North Carolina, I'll be hitting your husband up. Hey, man, hey, let me work for you. You know what I'm saying? Not only will that just be it'll be a different experience, bro. It'll be a different experience. You ain't got to worry about him being over your back. You feel me? Like, you ain't got to worry about none of that. Like, you know you working with a brother that's solid. You know what I'm saying? A brother that's genuine. Man, I'm telling you. You said, man, it'll be so dope. Our kids can create their own softwares, etc. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it'll be important. It'll be so crucial for our children to learn how to code. Look, just think about it. Look how good they are with electronics now. See, we didn't grow up using electronics and stuff like that. We was outside riding bikes, you know what I'm saying, climbing trees, catching fish. You feel me? Like, that's what we were doing. But children these days, they're growing up on these. They growing up on these. And I'm talking about straight out the womb, knowing how to scroll, knowing how to do this and do that. So just imagine if parents took advantage of that, right? And started giving their children education on how to code and how to create their own software and programs and stuff like that. How to teach them how to program. Cause that's where we headed anyway. You feel me? People always ask like, dang, bro, what this next generation, like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, I can't imagine what it's gonna be like for them. Start teaching them how to code, how to use them, you know, electronics and stuff. Because who's to say? I'm just saying, who's to say if this world were to continue on, right? And yeah, all this talk about AI and everything like that, who's to say that the Most High is not going to use someone or multiple children from the next generation, right? Who know how to code and who know how to hack and who know how to do all that to dismantle a lot of these systems and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't, I'm just saying. You never know. I'm just saying. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on, man, and share that a little bit with y'all. You know, I wanted y'all to just to see where I'm at with things. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm not paying too much attention to what's going on with these protests. Yeah, I know that they're happening right now in different places. I can tell you this, like where I'm at, ain't nothing going on. Like ain't nothing going on, you know. Maybe in a few places in Oklahoma, but like ain't nothing going on. I will say this too, though. What we need to be paying attention to is what's going on in Israel. All right, Tel Aviv, or however you say that. You know, those drone strikes or missiles that's being dropped. Because even though I thought I saw something today where Trump said that he didn't give a comment on whether he wanted to get involved or not, or something like that, But we already know what it's gonna come to, though. You feel me? We know that eventually America is gonna get involved, and then like just like I told y'all this years ago, that all them you know, in the movies that they show us, like for an example, Greenland. I think that's the name, Greenland. With your boy now who played in he played in so many movies. He played in 300. He played in Geostorm. He played in a lot of movies. But anyways, so in Greenland, right? They were telling people that those were meteorites. And that's what they're going to try to tell you, you know, that these are meteorites that's in the sky, when really they're going to be missiles, right? So a lot of that is happening right now over there in Israel, and people are outside, you know, just doing what they do, you know, having a good time. At the same time, these missiles are being dropped and stuff like that. So I say, man, it's a lot that's going down. I don't want to speak anything into existence, but if a lot of this stuff is meant to happen, it's gonna happen. You know, it's inevitable. All I can say is that, like I said in my song, we don't live in fear. We're not going to. We're gonna keep living our life. We're gonna keep preparing. We're gonna keep you know, working on ourselves. We're gonna keep working on getting our houses in order. You know, that's literally like your house, your vessel, right? your physical house, you know, your family, you know, just making sure everybody's good, man. All that. Y'all make sure y'all train. I'm for real. Take this time to train. Train, man. Learn how to fight. Learn how to shoot. Learn how to grow your own food. Learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Just get in better shape. Get in better shape. I know a lot of y'all can't even run a mile right now. Get in shape. Take care of your temple. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Eat better. Be mindful of what you're putting into your body. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be great. I want y'all to be the best that you can possibly be. And yeah. You said, man, I wish we could, or you said get back to or go back to those days. Yep. So with all that being said, man, if y'all ain't got nothing else to say, I'm gonna jump off here and start working on this video. I'm gonna listen to some beats. Hey, Jonathan, it's crazy because you said that your wife was like, you know, she want more head bangers or like head busters. Man, I got like 3 beats right now that I'm trying to write something to. And I got one with that New Orleans sound to it. So I might have to get on there sounding like I'm from New Orleans. But yeah, I'm working on some stuff too, man. You said tomorrow, starting fruit diet tomorrow. Thanks. That's what's up. That's what's up. What kind of fruit you buying? And I'll tell y'all this too. Look, just because she said fruit, it made me think about this. I don't know where y'all get y'all fruit from. Don't get your fruit from Walmart. Don't get your fruit from Walmart. Don't get your fruit from you know, none of these little stores. Winn-Dixie, not even Kroger's. You know what I'm saying? If I were y'all, if y'all have, make sure y'all do this on your own time. Google international markets. See if y'all have an international market in y'all city. If y'all do, start getting your fruit from in the international market. If you don't have an international market, start going to like your local farmers markets. Like for an example, I know here in Oklahoma, every weekend, go downtown in the big building, right? They got like everybody who got farms and stuff, they come down and you know they sell food. See if y'all got something like that. If y'all do, stick to those. Stick to those. I'm telling you. I went to the international market 2 weeks ago. It's my first time. No, it was my first time. My second time. I got a big box of coconuts. Bro. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all, see, I drink coconut water, but I get the ones from Sprouts. I get the ones that's back there in the section, you know what I'm saying, inside the cooler. Sometimes they be pink. They have like a pinkish color to them. I get those and they good. But man, they ain't got nothing on a real coconut with the water in it. Telling you. Hold on one second. I need to see something real quick. But yeah, any more questions? Any more questions? It's 8:28 right now. I know a lot of you all gotta go to work tomorrow. It's almost 9:30 for some of y'all. But if y'all got any more questions, shoot them to me real quick. I'm gonna give it probably about 10 more minutes and I'm gonna go on and jump off. Y'all got any questions? Any questions? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You said, should I go to those local markets to get seeds also? Yeah. If they sell them. I mean, honestly, you can just go to at this point, I get seeds from wherever you can get them from. Home Depot, Lowe's, just wherever you can get them from, get them. You said where in Oklahoma, if you don't mind. What you mean? Where in Oklahoma? You talking about where the international market is? If so, it's in Oklahoma City. All right, peace. I'm about to get out too. You walk by every night looking. Oh, where I live? I live in East Oklahoma. I mean, I don't mind, because I don't live in a city. I live 2 hours away from Oklahoma City. I'm in Oklahoma City now, but I'm saying I live 2 hours away from Oklahoma City, and it's East Oklahoma, like going towards Arkansas. I live out that way by Eufaula. Mosquitoes tore me up, man. I don't know, y'all can't see that, but they tore me up when I went out to the land. But yep, I think I'm gonna go and jump off here. Again, y'all stay safe. Y'all be easy. I got a video that I'm about to drop probably later tonight, so just be on the lookout for that. It'll be really helpful. And yeah, y'all stay tuned for more content, man. Journey 7 is out right now. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Give me some feedback. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at official_Inyarago. If you want some better deodorant, right? Follow, or not follow, but visit our family business. You know what I'm saying? We got a website, puredeodorantcream.com. And just check it out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out if you feel like you need some deodorant and you want to support the family. Check out the website. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go and jump out this thing.
Hit y'all on the next one. Peace, peace.